So we're about to start on Nuke, it seems. Let's see how it goes. FaZe are going to have to do it the hard way. Renegades, that's just a huge boost. I talk a lot about the psychology of Counter-Strike with a team such as Renegades, who can sometimes create their own errors, but boy did they shut some of those down before they started that game of Mirage.
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy match, all things considered. But we are done with Mirage, and here we go. Opening up with Nuke could be the end of the road for FaZe. Let's see what Renegades have, and there is the very classic detonation of an HE on that door, and then the lurk smoke being tossed in front of it. And there's still a Molotov and a smoke remaining on FaZe. On Neo, as you can see his perspective right now. And there's a re-smoke, it might seem. Pretty deep there, actually, towards the vents, and here comes the rush down towards ramps. That's going to prevent the CTs from dropping down the vent whilst the push comes in, slowing down the rotation time, limiting the health for JKS. He gets one. That's a nice first shot, but that's all he's going to get.
Olofmeister needs to, oh my god, Olofmeister is he's almost got the rage hacks on from the previous game. Olofmeister just continues, absolutely decimating. He's furious, he's angry, and he wants his pistol round. 3 versus 1. Liaz is alone, he's got a smoke and a defuse kit, so maybe there is a chance, but he's got to find the 1v1s. There's one from Neo, but it'll just take a little damage. A smoke grenade. Maybe not going as far as he might have liked. Moving to control now. The windows are smashed. He can pop out of them. Again, he needs to find a first headshot. He needs an untradeable frag. There is one. Neo moving back over the cover. He doesn't need to fight to the death. They have the numbers to abuse. Olofmeister with a 3K, and here comes the trade attempt, running out of bullets. And that is a pistol round taken from FaZe Clan. And I think this pistol round was partly what they discussed in the canteen earlier on. So we saw one smoke through the door, and then a second one. It's like, surely, okay, the first smoke is a fake. Surely they're going to capitalize this time on the A bomb site, try and pull rotation, try and commit players to that A bomb site. Then they push the ramp, go down towards B, but Olof, he is here to win. He is not looking to ruin any records he has at majors. He wants to make it to that champion stage for sure.
I was going to say, Olofmeister, if he's one of the very, very few that's been at every single legend stage at every major. There's extremely few people that hold that title. If he was to go down against Renegades here, that would be lost. That record would be gone. That would be an extremely sad moment, but a telling one. The auto shotgun on JKS with no Kevlar required. I respect it. Dangerous buy here from Renegades. What are FaZe going to go for here? There's no aggression from Renegades, so eventually they have to react. You don't want to burn all your time just waiting around. Got to get some position. So we'll see a nade or 2 tossed in towards the outside. And now we'll see FaZe starting to move towards the heaven position. Gratisfaction gets 1 tag. That's dangerous. There's smoke on the window here. Oh, he's looking for them to jump through. He's going to try to play the close range with the scout. That's very unconventional. Oh, he spots the leg there through the corner of the smoke. Gratisfaction's all over the place. Won't be able to get any more tags. That is one of the bigger threats eliminated.
45 seconds on the clock. That Mag 7 is a big threat as well. They have the held position. Rain continues, moving in sentry mode. He's got the bomb right behind him as well for a trade frag. Guardian jumps, but it's too late. Jacob finishes him off. Almost the second one. Nico down to 45 HP. Still a dangerous situation. However, FaZe Clan have position, but again, things can quickly change with the numbers of live Renegades and what they're carrying. Are they going to commit? We see there's a player on the ramp keeping the CTs honest there, and it seems they're going to back off and hold on to what they have. As is lurking, he doesn't have so much to lose, but $1,000 spent on Kevlar is a lot. Maybe there's a dropped weapon to be collected, but FaZe can look good for a 2-0.
Yeah, looking really smooth here. It's always very scary, these rounds, absolutely. Of course, one more to go. I don't know if they've got a, yeah, Az has got himself a CZ. That's pretty important because that can be dropped to a teammate. I don't know if you're like, well, I guess he'll drop the, he'll keep the CZ and drop the scout to Gratisfaction in the following round. So the next round is going to be as dangerous as this one was. Always a chance. But FaZe start off as they really need to. Olofmeister, man, his contributions on these pistols have been remarkable. There's been a couple pistol rounds, key pistol rounds, where he's just got 4Ks and turned it around completely by himself, and he reliably is delivering. Definitely finding to keep his stock high, should there be any changes going forwards. So we've got some play outside here from FaZe. Again, they're going to know what's up. They're going to know that Renegades have saved a bunch of dangerous guns here, so they will be just as cautious as the previous rounds. Gratisfaction with that scout indeed. Making his way around to the ramp.
Still a dangerous round for FaZe Clan to deal with, and I don't know that it was even revealed what all these players are carrying. 2 shotguns on deck. The cheaper Mag 7 now more of an option. I did wonder how many Nova kills we might get, but that's partly because I own a Nova. The Mag 7 is competitively priced now. FaZe Clan with some real intentions. Some grenades into the A-bomb site, and Molotov for the roof, and FaZe Clan continue to creep. So seems this will be a distraction. Someone just outside the A-bomb site with oh, never mind. There comes the auto shotty. JKS has a lot of information. A clear lobby. Surely it's time for rotation now for Renegades.
Yeah, this is going to be desperation mode activated. Just go for it. Get that position immediately. Renegades, oh, Gratisfaction. Oh, no, I can feel that headshot coming with this scout. There's very limited time left for FaZe. We've seen how many problems Gratisfaction has caused with the sniper when there's limited time for the bomb plant. As he hits a shot onto Neo, it's going to be very dangerous here. Whiffs the second one. They know that he's dead. They can't really deny him. Although Nico will go forwards. That's beautiful from Nico. He's perhaps dealt with the biggest danger. They've locked out Renegades. And JKM picks up the scout now. The scope should surely be heard. There is obviously a player close. There it is, Guardian, with that Mac 10 trying to swing, but not trying to overcommit as well. It looks like FaZe may have done enough here. As there's a lot to be saved here for Renegades as well. That Krieg and Kevlar and Azza is definitely a good pickup. JKS will go down trying to do some additional damage. Neo down to 3 HP. They've actually retaken the bomb site. My goodness, just like that. And the kit is being used on that bomb. I don't know if Neo's going to be able to get this until he gets the first strike coming off the bomb. Azza's got the kill, but there's not enough time to continue the defuse. The damage has been done. The Krieg and the Kevlar has been saved, as well as the flashbang. It all counts here for Renegades.
Yeah, it was a 10-second defuse. There was no kit for Azza. And that made the difference for sure for FaZe Clan. A scary one, but they're successful so far. They need to keep the CT side low on grenades, momentum, on rounds, on money. Low on everything. Beautiful stuff. Again, Nico, the awareness, jumping off the ceiling because he can land on the floor again. So if anybody's holding a pre-fire angle, he's trying to avoid getting headshot. You can see that across lots of different maps. Big fat 0 for Renegades, but they're on the full buy. They've got Gratisfaction with the AWP, and not sure that flashback went where it was supposed to, but the second one certainly will. Gratisfaction taking liberties with his forward position, but just like Renegades on Mirage, FaZe Clan will be quick on their T side. There is a gap in these smokes, however. Liaz will take Rain out, but there's a 180, not good enough, however. 2 players remain for FaZe Clan. This is such a fast round of Nuke on a full buy, and not necessarily a straight rush into the A-bomb site, but maybe a split attempted. Bomb being planted on B. Guardian holding down the vent for the time being. Liaz is wondering, but Guardian's so fast. 2 versus 2.
And bomb ticking away. Time for Renegades, at least it's fresh. But do they decide that they have position to do it? Or do they want to keep their guns alive? They're going to have a 4th round loss bonus. So given that JKS has $3,400 in the bank, if they survive, they'll be okay for that buy. But it looks like they're going to go for this. Hazard a try. Both players coming in from the ramp here for the T side. Guardian lining it up. Oh my goodness, Gratisfaction. He takes him down. Guardian was trying to take his time, but Gratisfaction is going to take his life. As Gratisfaction now is going to be falling back, keeping that AWP alive. But again, just this damage that is continually done here by Renegade really adds up.
Well, I think it's more important for FaZe. Renegades on the CT side, only Gratisfaction surviving. However, yes, if Renegades can win one round by elimination, then FaZe won't necessarily have that monetary pressure that a T side can normally have with a clean sheet. Double Mag 7 coming out for Renegades. On a map such as Nuke, all these rounds are very, very terrifying. There's a lack of grenades, actually. Gratisfaction's hoarding them. They're keeping the money together for the full buys to come, but these rounds can still be dangerous. We've seen worse rounds won. An early Molotov from Gratisfaction in case the smokes are fast. And very quickly, we've got a player in the B bomb site for FaZe Clan. I don't know if this has been identified by Renegades. Keep an eye on the players. Okay, we can see Jacob is in the control room. And he's lurking around, so FaZe Clan will have to be careful. Rain, seeing if anybody's by T-Red. Doesn't seem that anybody is. In the meantime, Olofmeister has made his way towards Ramp, but JKS is expecting something. The Mac 10 beautiful, taking JKS's head off. I don't think he had a helmet.
Nope, he did not. That's the problem when you have buys like this. But it's faction. That's a very difficult one there. There's a nice smoke to block Gratisfaction's ability to easily take a shot there. It was a very difficult one to connect. And the double shoddy, indeed, it's a difficult one. I feel like you got to feel like FaZe are handling this really, really well so far. That's a bomb down for them. And I don't know, it's a difficult one here. I mean, obviously Renegades are buying next round regardless, so they want to try and do some damage, but they don't really have any avenues of attack here. You might expect Gratisfaction to go for the save, given that the orb is so valuable, even if he can buy another one, which he will be able to in this next round. If he loses everything, no need to throw it away if there's an extremely low chance to win this round. Everyone evacuating the bomb site. Jacob's still there though, actually.
No kit, unfortunately. Don't know if anybody was watching.
I see looking at radar there, Gratisfaction.
I think he would have had a chance if he had had a kit. I don't know if anybody was watching it, but we'll never know. 5-0 for FaZe Clan. They need to keep this up. There's plenty of time for recovery for Renegades, and indeed, as you mentioned, Dan, FaZe Clan have some money building to do, because when or if Renegades do get that round, FaZe want to reset them immediately, but they'll need money in order to do that. Olofmeister still have the Mac 10 on this occasion. Nico's got the most forward spawn, and he will use that to wield the AWP. Will it be a peek into the main position through the squeaky door of a HE? I think it will be. He's just going to open it himself.
Doing everything they need to.
Always a nice pick, and satisfying pick to get if you can get it. But you've got to be careful. And so does Gratisfaction. Some frustration there as Renegades lose a man early here on Nuke. Grenades over the top from Rain. There may be some rifle support outside. I'm not sure if Jacob's been identified. And he has a choice to make. Does he try to retreat? Does he try to spot for information? What is the response from Renegades?
And JKS looking to hold his deep position. It's very exposed though. Able to get out of there. Nicely done. And Renegades will even up the situation. But FaZe still look very dominant. They're on 5 rounds to the 0 Renegades right now. It's getting to a scary scoreline. Their levels of success need to be challenged here by Renegades. Abs is in position, but the control room has gone in the way of FaZe. That's good damage from Rain. Oh man, it's again awkward positions here for Renegades.
And they have 2 players who have a combined 23 HP. Liazdo will lead the charge, but Rain's just having a look. Avoids a flashback somehow, and he will take one. He won't take another one. I don't know if he has information on 2 of the players. He may have heard the guy behind Jacob and didn't see him. 25 seconds for the bomb to get planted. Olofmeister has got the Heaven position in control. Guardian knows on the B bomb site with the bomb, so Olofmeister's got to get his skates on. 19 seconds. Olofmeister needs some cover. What do Renegades choose to do? JKS is on the outside, so people are all over the place. 11 seconds, and they're still not planting the bomb just yet. And the CTs are... I don't know if they're moving into a saving position or if they heard something towards A. I think they're just going to cut their losses with the HP on 2 of the 3 players. All of them are low, really. So it seems that they will just back away and hold on to what they have. It's been difficult enough already. No need to make it worse.
Yeah, FaZe are playing a really good T side so far, and they're doing all the little things really well and looking so comfortable. And we're not seeing any of those big individual moments just yet from Renegades, which will really turn the tide in a moment when maybe tactically or strategically you're beat, but then, you know, an individual just lights up the scoreboard. Oh dear. There's a jumper. Kills first.
It's $900 to hold your position, hold onto a rifle. That's not a good indicator.
So we'll get the timeout from Renegades. Going to try to figure out what they should do differently. I mean, the thing is that in some of the rounds they've been doing damage, they've been managing to cause some problems, but they just are unable to deny positioning, and that's the problem. So there are certain spots where you just have to go for the fights, you just have to try to deny the position, and it seems like Renegades are not able to stop FaZe from taking that lower bomb site. It seems to be repeatedly the problem.
Nothing really going the way of Renegades at the moment. Nobody with more than 4 kills, although it's only 6 rounds in. There's a world where Renegades finish this with 9 rounds. They just need to find the key to open a door to success. They've lost a man early in some of these rounds. Saw Gratisfaction towards T-Red. I didn't mention he is a very aggressive sniper. He'll make plays that Guardian's not willing to play, but they do have very different styles, so I wouldn't say it's one braver than the other. But once again, he's trying to get into this position early, but he's been spotted immediately, which will limit what he's able to do. FaZe Clan won't be taken by surprise because they already have the information. That smoke grenade could lead to a lurk into the vent position. Olofmeister going to take the engagement on the roof, but no one's there for the time being. No one's peeking him. You can see Liao on the other side of the yellow support, and Olofmeister quietly makes his way into B. He is a sleuth, isn't he?
Oh, what a catch. Finding Reigns back as he tries to remove himself from the solid position. His job was done. On to the next one, but taken out before he can get there. Olofmeister though, this creep. He's been so annoying. Look, this is a problem. Once again, Renegades don't understand that the players on the lower bomb site. That's the second time, I think, maybe even the third time where Olofmeister's extracted huge value from this play. One time was with a Mac-10 where he just walked up towards the ramp position, and this time able to catch the AWP. And Renegades, it's not looking really very good for them here again. They're almost in safe territory again if FaZe are able to get some positioning towards the lower bomb site, which again, like Olofmeister secured a lot of space here.
They won't use any utility to cross, making their way towards the B bomb site. Olofmeister's trying to secure everything he can, but he's trying to hold down two jobs. He's got a ramp to deal with and the ladder into the vent, but he's done a good job. 17 seconds on the clock, 4 versus 4. Renegades are all around the A bomb site or outside. Only JKS actually is towards B with Desert Eagle, and there's 8 seconds on the clock, and we've got players start to move in. There is a smoke up, but as a tier 4 support as well, but the numbers are overwhelming and the bomb will get planted. That was the opening. JKS with his Eagle taken out, Azza with his rifle taken out, and once again, Renegades have been outmaneuvered. This is the pick of FaZe Clan, as you can see under the minimap, and they are moving to 7-0.
Yeah, it's again, it just comes down to some of these basics. Renegades unable to deny positioning from FaZe repeatedly. Olofmeister sneaking in through to the lower bomb site again and again. And that's one of the reasons why the lurk smoke around the squeaky and vent position is dangerous, is because, especially with the Molotovs up and any gunfire also, it can be hard to know if, because you can't visually confirm it, that a player's dropped down. And if there's all the gunfire and the Molotovs going off as well, you might not even hear it either. Like the steps, the running will be covered by those other noises as well as the dropping into the vent. So
if this goes to Vertigo, that is going to be rated 18. I'm going to need to see letters of consent tweeted at me at James Bardoff, because that's going to be nasty. That's going to be nasty. But this is nasty enough. 7-0. This is the response you want from FaZe Clan after a difficult game of Mirage.
Olofmeister lining it up with that smoke grenades. Wants to get down the vent, no doubt. There we go. Tossing it through. Yeah, he's asking some questions here. As a pushing, this is one of the responses from Renegades. Go for the pushes, perhaps. Get the information, try to cause some havoc, some chaos. Neo's, you can see, just watching everything here, trying to find the push. And he's found the push, and there you go.
Just the awareness, the presence of mind is fantastic. Gratisfaction with a deep smoke grenade. He's got the bomb ahead of it. Nasty position for FaZe to be in, but they will collect very quickly indeed. Jacob's been taken out as well. So again, we've got issues for Renegade. 3 players alive. Gratisfaction, they will go on the hunt. There's no point respecting the smoke grenade in this situation. Risks must be taken. Now, how far does he pursue? FaZe slowing things down. Gratisfaction could be key. He with a very tight angle, but he won't get a headshot out of it. And now Gratisfaction is alone, but he's got the bomb for a time. But there's so much time on the clock. Hard to multi-frag with the AWP Neo, considering opening the door. Guardian will use a distraction. I respect the attempt from Gratisfaction, but once again, I think the round is over.
Absolutely. Another one for FaZe. They're looking completely uncontested. This is a no contest so far on this T side of theirs. I think it's been a long time since I've seen such dominance on the T side, and I can't even remember the last time they were so dominant on the T side of Nuke that I have seen. And it's not just the fact that it's one team rolling over the other one, hitting all their shots. They're just outplaying Renegades repeatedly, outmaneuvering them. I think that's one of the key things, is that they are outmaneuvering them. Like, all the lurk plays seem to be working out. It's looking really good for FaZe right now. It's hard to even see Renegades picking up 1 or 2 rounds at this point.
Olofmeister is the invisible man at the moment. Second timeout has been called by Renegades, as you can see. It's a buy between the buys for them. Liaz could actually just pick up a rifle or something. He's got almost $7,000, so they could add something significant to what they have, but what is the way in? What is the way in? FaZe have won over half the rounds on this T side now. All the possible rounds, that is. They've won all the rounds. Now, what is the way in for Renegades? How do they close these doors? We've had a number of rounds where Gratisfaction has tried to get to Secret the dirty way. In some rounds he was spotted, and you would think, okay, let me reset my position, but he stands there and still gets to pick onto Rain on a silo. However, what is it good for? They aren't able to convert any rounds just yet. Okay, so their buy is much better than I thought. Maybe I misread the money. Just the shortcomings of Liaz. So I guess he drops and they spread the wealth. 8-0, and it's a fast one, and it's a rush into the B-bomb site. Once again, they just cannot do anything about this fence.
Oh, it's really hard to watch, isn't it? It's really hard to watch. They just get down for free so often. Really well played by FaZe to repeatedly abuse the lacking defense or lacking response for plays like this. I mean, the retake attempt will come in. It is a 5 versus 4 in favor of Renegades, but Guardian here in the radio room. Let's see what he is able to do. He hears a lot of footsteps, gets the information. Nico's controlling the vents. He is controlling contamination. Oh, the flank is activated. Guardian finds Gratisfaction, and now there's a sandwich here for Renegades. They are the meat in the sandwich, and they can't seem to escape. Oh man, James, this round was
a complete dismantling, like all the other ones.
Yeah, it's like FaZe are just playing with him like they are just out of their league. It's such a different game than on Mirage. It's so different.
It feels like the vent is part of the default map control of FaZe Clan.
Yeah,
that's how it feels. Yeah. I don't think Renegades realize how many times that area has been compromised, and they either haven't been aware or able to respond to it.
But where's the timeout? Where's the?
We just had one.
But where are the other timeouts? where are the other timeouts?
You know what? If there wasn't a timeout in that round, I do wonder if FaZe would have played a rush game. And there, Nico is finally rewarded. Gratisfaction just standing in plain sight, grenade in his hand. Thank you and goodbye.
Oof. Would be interesting to hear Sponge's thoughts on all of this. Either way, I'm sure we'll get them soon enough. 9-0 for FaZe. I've never seen such an unchallenged CT side, or sorry, T side I should say, on Nuke at this level of play. I've never seen it like this before. Well,
NRG were pretty solid against Astralis yesterday, but we weren't casting that game.
Yeah.
3 CZ75s and a Desert Eagle. Renegade starting to move now. Maybe some... Oh, that's too much information. That is TMI. And that's going to be another successful frag for FaZe Clan. 3 players remain. Rain gets his bell run. Continuation spray. Beautiful stuff. He stops it just for a second, but he knows it makes sense to peek, so he continues. Reading the plays. Anyone would do that. But he has the advantage. FaZe Clan just have the advantage. 10 unanswered frags. 10-0. Big, fat, juicy, meaty. 10-0 for FaZe Clan.
Yep, and I don't think there's any argument that it is going to improve at all anytime soon from Renegades. Yeah, it feels like it's getting to the point where they have to start doubling down on Squeaky, and you're going to get a conversion at least one round, just because this is the situation where, FaZe are exploiting things that are repeatedly working. And so eventually you get an over response, which usually goes well, but then FaZe can just do other stuff. And oh
my god.
Speaking of other stuff, that is a phenomenal shot. What can you do about that one?
You just have to accept it. You have to like it.
That's a great shot by Nico. That is a great shot.
Assuming FaZe Clan win this one convincingly, which is not guaranteed, they're going to be going into Vertigo red hot. Although being Vertigo, I don't know how much that means. I really wanted to go to Vertigo because that's going to be heartache for, I think, all concerned, to be honest with you. I don't think that can be comfortable for anybody.
I mean, from what I saw from Renegades, they play really well on it, but I haven't seen FaZe on it recently, so I know Renegades have a good Vertigo, but like, this is the thing, like, Renegades played really close to a Vanguard. A Vanguard needed an overperformance. A Vanguard's Vertigo is very good. So I would be shocked if that's going to be a walkover. I think that's going to be either very close or Renegades have a big edge. But they are being trounced in this new game. There's not a peep from them. Neo's about to flank Azza. I don't think he realizes it just yet, but I'm sure he will find out. Oh no, he's actually changing his direction, so he won't find him. Guy is going to plant on the upper bomb site. This must be one of the first times I felt like there's a plant on the upper side. It's been very seldom. Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's still a man advantage for FaZe Clan. So
it's just about surviving with the guns, but at this point anyway, they've got max loss bonus, and this is an interesting one because, again, as I said, I don't know when I've ever seen a new game be this one-sided. This is insanely one-sided. FaZe are playing so well, and there's just no answer for Renegades.
FaZe's games of Vertigo, recorded games of Vertigo in the last 3 months are from June. They lost to Mouse Sports and they beat Tyloo. So we are very much in the dark. Renegades, in fairness, only had 2 games in the last 3 months as well. So who knows? That's a giant question mark. But we'll focus on
better than this, that's for sure.
On Nuke for now. 11-0 to FaZe. 11-0. We just bear witness.
Yeah.
Just like Renegades are doing, essentially.
Yeah. Absolutely. So the outside take comes in again from FaZe, going a little bit faster towards outside this round than the previous. Nico, he got a fast AWP flick on the previous round. He had a good spawn, peeked from hut. Now he's got the AK again. He's going really fast. Gratisfaction. Oh no, Nico blitzes him. That's great. That's a great way to juke the AWPer. Oh man, just running over these the Aussies, running over them. But yeah, that's quite a devious way to go for the first peak. You jump and your head hits the ceiling before the apex of your jump, so it kind of messes up the trajectory. So if the AWPer takes a shot, it's going to really be off-putting. Very difficult to hit that one, and then Nico just swings in for the punish after the shot was missed. And then the round was over, basically. Rain picks up the next entry, and then that's it. When did you last see something like this, James? It's crazy. It's crazy, right? Isn't this weird?
Solo queuing.
Solo queuing.
And being on the receiving end of it, where people are shouting at each other and insulting each other and calling each other idiots.
I do wonder what impact this will have on Renegades. I really don't know them as a team well enough from, when it comes to, how they deal with situations.
I don't think it's a big deal, honestly. Because like your one game up, if you just get absolutely blasted in the second map, just whatever, it's over as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Just never mind. It doesn't matter. What's important is Vertigo.
This might be the 16-0 of the major, James. This might be the first, and maybe only one.
It might be.
I'm calling it right now. But you're right. These top level teams are really good at just resetting mentally.
The only I don't know, if you look at the fan bases of different countries, maybe Chad could give us some insights on this, but if you look at the fan bases of different countries and the abuse some countries get when they lose a game, or a match rather, I don't know what Oceania is like. I can't imagine it's bad, but again, it would be 1-1 regardless of whether it's 16-0 or not. Maybe there's some embarrassment. Maybe there's a round in it for Renegades. They get the first pick finally, but the T's are swarming on the A bomb site. They're still getting the kills. Here we go. It's already a 16-0. Talk about a jinx, Dan. They don't lose a single player.
I helped them out. Yeah, there we go. There's the rounds. There's a round. Let's get some smiles. Don't leave them hanging. There you go. So, 1 round in the bag, but still a pretty devastatingly strong situation for FaZe. They are a natural force to be contended with, a force of nature. And I wonder what they feel like after that first map as well. This has got to be so relieving for them to be able to reset the series if they are able to close this one down, which they should be able to from this point forwards. Gunny looking for the peak, the peak outside, the picks off the peak. And Renegades. And JChem looking to spot anyone jumping off the hut roof or coming across towards Secret. Of course, if Guardian peaks this position, he's going to have a big advantage, but as soon as he gets deep enough to do that, he's exposed to Heaven and also that peak down by the stairs. So you got to be really cautious.
Here the request for a boost on red. Rain, his shadow will be showing. You've got to be careful when you're standing on the edge like that. It's a free one for Jacob. There could be 3 rounds in this for Renegades. Is there another... Oh no, sneaker, never mind. Jacob with the Krieg now, trying to do what he can. Olofmeister continues to be a nuisance for Renegades to deal with. JKS has been eliminated elsewhere. 45 seconds on the clock for FaZe Clan. They have control of the bomb, and Nico's in a very good position.
Yeah, it's looking quite nice for Mr. Nico. This is how you set up that upper attack, where you can also fake off of this, and it's all sorts you can do with this position. But first you have to get up to Heaven. That is a stunning shot from Neo. Azza's down. Neo's coming in towards the upper bomb site, and indeed, Olofmeister now kind of presents the lurk towards this lobby position as the bomb gets taken down to the lower site. So once again, Renegades have been outmaneuvered here, and it's good to see that that's FaZe, despite getting so many rounds, they're not really pulling any punches here. They're still keeping their focus up. That's a nice pick from Gratisfaction, but the bomb's down. 3v3. Ooh, there you go. Gratisfaction, another good one. Lightens the load. In goes Olofmeister now.
Slowly creeping. Who engages first? Olofmeister does. Not expecting to play underneath him. Oh, that's beautiful. Leaving Neo. Oh, he's in the red. He's got to be careful. Taking to the kit. Surely Neo doesn't survive. Ooh. The pre-fire on the pre-fire. Don't say that very often. An unlikely round at the end, considering Neo's health, but everything has been going the way of FaZe Clan, save for 1 round for Renegades.
Absolutely. 1 round. So brutal.
I like it. I love it. I want to see Vertigo. Because it's going to be painful, man. It's going to be all kinds of painful. It's going to be like a bed of drawing pins.
All right. I don't know how to... I've never experienced that, so I don't know how painful exactly that is. Sounds painful, though. Guardian goes to the peak. Takes down Jacob. Nicely done. Good start for FaZe. Again, Nico, look at the pace on that one. Gratisfaction. He traced that one beautifully. What a prediction through the smoke. He's had a lot of good ones through the smoke. On Mirage, he was quite the thorn in the side.
Those smokes will pull rotation. You saw Azza going down the vent. A rare sight of Renegades in the actual vent, as opposed to Olofmeister. But FaZe Clan are mostly on the high ground, so we'll see how Renegades position themselves. It's a 4 versus 4. Olofmeister has a hard task ahead of him if he makes his way through the lobby position, unless a Molotov comes through first. We hear the glass being smashed on the roof, so there's a chance that the Molotov is deployed. There we go. Neo will force it. Liaz drops the smoke straight away, but that'll actually give Olofmeister some cover to creep out. Liaz will look for it, however, but he's got 2 jobs to do because Rain is showing presence in the main position, so he's in a very difficult position. He can't really see anything towards main, but Gratisfaction is there to do the job. Nervous stuff for Renegades. They really could do that second round. Olofmeister's found the perfect timing. There's Liaz, but he doesn't get the frag fast enough. Gratisfaction now stuck on the site, but it's a 4 versus 2. Neo needs to make a play. Waiting for a repeat. Guardian stuck, and he loses the bomb in the vent. And now there's 30 seconds for Neo to find 3 players. Liaz still on the roof. It'll get taken out, and JKS is there to trade for only the 2nd round for Renegades.
Oh, only 2 rounds. This was one of the most dominating scorelines I've seen. This is really, really bad for Renegades on map 2. At least they have map 1 in the bag. We'll see if they can do anything on the second half after the break.
Yo, yo, yo. Renegades are all in every round. They've got 2 rounds from 15. Not perfect, is it? There's a lot of work to do here on the T side. FaZe kind of want to shut this down quickly. This would be a great way to restore confidence after losing Mirage. The looks on their faces in the canteen would suggest that they weren't happy with that. And how could you be? How could you be? A much bigger name in Counter-Strike from person to person and including New York. Quick grenades, nothing unusual from Renegades. The smoke, though, hasn't really hit the mark. Actually, there's a great pistol run from the old Virtus Pro where they had double HEs into that main position, which is, there's a video of on YouTube. Anyway, we've got 3 players down the vent. More the CT's chase. Rain and Guardian getting some frags very promptly, but the bomb is still in control with JKS. That is a huge frag on Azza. There is a Molotov going towards that ramp position where you peek towards control. You can see it's up. Maybe it's on the other side, either way. 4 versus 2 retake for FaZe Clan. They've got 2 to take out Liaz, which leaves JKS alone. Triple peak coming in. A second for Rain in that exchange. A third in overall. Hello. And round number 14 is in the bag for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, and it's going to be 4 slides every single round now for Renegades. FaZe on the precipice of bagging map 2 quite quickly. And on the plus side, at least, you know, Renegades, if they are going to be losing this, it's going to be quick, most likely. We'll see if FaZe can make it a quick death, or if it becomes a slow and grisly affair.
Ooh, doesn't sound nice.
No. I mean, that's one of those situations where maybe if they get to like 10 rounds, 10, 11 rounds, they start believing, and it starts to get, you know, really intense. But then if you lose it anyway, that's a lot of energy you've expended. Either way, it's a good nade there, and they're taking 48 damage. But they'll make their way towards the secret position as well as... Ooh, Guardian. Okay, there's no smokes here, actually, so never mind.
Absolutely savage. A desperate attempt with the E button to pick something up. Neo falls back. No need to take any additional risk. And Liaz has collected the AK, and he's collected Guardian's scalp. Neo considering his options. They've been limited now by that smoke grenade, but he can hold the position. The onus is on Renegades to win this round. 3 versus 3. There will be a re-smoke, it seems, in that main area. Area control very important now as we reach the minute mark for Renegades.
Olaf Meister, great positioning from Heaven. Able to find a timely peek onto JKS, satisfaction around the corner. They would have put a meat shot into Neo, and I'll drop him. Oh, looking for that headshot, just able to dodge that position with the crouch. And Olaf Meister doesn't really want to risk it in the 2 versus 2. They have the advantage with the Kevlar, and that's going to pay off. Rain takes down Gratisfaction. That's the bomb down on the ground as Rain just saw. And Olaf Meister is unknown to Liaz, but Liaz is unknown to Olaf Meister as well. And Rain. So, see if he can get the bomb in time. He's got time and pressure here as well. He can't go through the door. It's closed. That's really annoying. That's going to kill. That probably kills too much time, actually.
He's got no Kevlar. It might sound crazy, but I think he should save. He's got 15 seconds to find 2 players with no Kevlar and pick up the bomb. I think you have to save in that situation.
Yeah, the save actually makes sense.
He will have no money and still have no Kevlar in the next round, but he can at least drop the AK and take a deagle or something. But well, I think an AK would have certainly helped.
Yeah, he had $2,800 in the bank, so he would have been able to get a full buy in this round with the AK.
$2,800?
Yeah, at the start of this round.
Did he die after time?
No.
Well, he started this one with 3,000, so he must have had less than that.
Maybe I misread. Maybe he bought a flashbang or something before I saw that. Anyway, the situation is as it is. That is a hodgepodge buy coming in for Renegades. The Krieg on JKS, that's all they really have to speak of. And JKS will make his way down the vent very quickly. Nico will hear all the running down towards Secret. So FaZe will have all the information to reposition. But will they reposition quickly enough? JKS will take down Olaf Meister. And that's a huge problem, because now FaZe are locked out of this lower site, much like they did to Renegades on that first half repeatedly.
It is. That's a big frag for Liaz. FaZe Clan don't need to do it right now. 3 versus 5. Helmets for all of Renegades. Prioritize the Kevlar and helmets. So what did FaZe Clan choose to do? Contain, cut the numbers out for the future. 13 chances to win the map, FaZe Clan, to take it to Vertigo. I'm excited in the most perverse way for Vertigo, Dan.
Well, I actually think Vertigo will be a really good game between these two teams. And Renegades have some great strats there, so it'll be fun to watch for sure.
Vertigo to stay alive in the venture. That is crazy.
And that's also how Renegades came to be in this position. They lost a Vertigo against the Vanguard. The Vanguard are great on Vertigo. They both teams played really well. Vanguard had the better individual performances. They had some over performances. That's when we discovered that Buster is actually quite lethal at this stage of the tournament. And they ended up losing it narrowly. And now here they are. They beat Dream Eaters, and now they're against Renegades. Sorry, now they're against FaZe. So here we go. Back into it, although the buy for FaZe is not really that great, but they will do what they can with what little they have. Good utility coming in from Renegades. Once again, JKS runs down the vent. And he's in the lower bomb side very quickly, much like FaZe were abusing. Meister with that UMP, unable to find much. 44 though, and FaZe have knowledge of the fact, I believe, yeah, they've got control of the lower bomb site. It seems Nico's down low. He's going to take down Leah. Goes for the second. Beautiful stuff, Nico! My goodness me. My goodness gracious me. He has just annihilated him, and that's going to be a wrap, 16-3. And indeed, it will be a fast one after all, James, as we'll see Renegades ejected from Nuke by FaZe, and it never